Y'all, we back with some more Chronicles of Claressa Shields, okay, you guys? So she recorded the phone call. She posted it and thought nobody was going to ask her, why didn't you play the whole thing? Why you just play bits and pieces? So Claressa Shields is out here thinking she ended Maserati Bud, right? But baby, he has come back and he has the receipts. And I mean actual receipts, furniture, timelines, text threads, and a story about a phone call that was cut just short enough to make her look innocent and make him look like the bad guy. The setup was allegedly her. The victim, also allegedly her. The man who says he was thrown under the bus to save a relationship was Maserati Bud. And he just sat down on a podcast and aired everything out. Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel, Celebrity Scandalust. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. If you're new here, welcome to the group chat. Hit that like button, share the love, and let's get into the mess.
Open book. What do you want to know?
So have you ever dated anybody that's like considered famous?
Talk to, not date. When you say date, you mean girlfriend.
You know exactly how I'm talking about. I'm talking about the GOAT herself, Claressa, Miss Shields.
Yeah, we talk.
What kind of talk? Give me your definition of talk. What's talk? Does talk include sex? No, Mike, don't drop. Come back up.
Talking include.
I'm asking you, does it?
Nah, talking don't always include.
In this particular situation.
I can't really talk about this because of legal situation, but I can show you.
Oh.
I always have receipts.
So you can show me off camera or on camera, or you can show me and I can respond.
I can show you what I was saying wasn't a lie about. You know, if you saw my little live when I said she been in my house butt ass naked.
Now, for those of you who don't know Maserati Bud, and listen, a few months ago, I didn't either. He's a music artist, an entrepreneur, kind of like a South Florida energy, and apparently he's a good friend of 50 Cent. So, like 50 Cent is calling him personally during that whole Claressa drama, okay? So they're that close. He's also the man who went on social media with clips, texts, and a live that apparently showed just enough to make Claressa's team very, very nervous. And when she clapped back and called him a liar and a weirdo, he was like, okay, is that what we're doing? So the receipts started flying. Do you guys remember that? That was about a month and a half ago or something like that. He aired out everything. But here's where it gets good, y'all. When 50 started dissing Claressa, and we remember that, it was chaos. Maserati Bud says 50 called him first. And bro said 50 told him, just downplay it. Just downplay the whole thing. And Bud said he agreed. He said, fine, I'll make a statement. I'll squash it. We gonna protect her. He was trying to protect her, you guys, while she was out here being performative, acting like the victim. Y'all, we saw through that too, though. Everybody was like, girl, please. So he calls Claressa, or rather, her best friend called him, and then they had this conversation. They all agreed on a plan. But he says he literally told her on that call, I just talked to 5. I'm about to make a statement and downplay the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So they had a plan together. They coordinated that allegedly they all agreed upon. And then he said before he could even finish getting dressed, y'all, Claressa posted the recording on her story. If that ain't dirty, you guys. But here's the thing. She didn't post all of it. She posted the parts talking about downplaying it and made it look like he was lying, scrambling, trying to cover it up, right? She cut the part where she agreed to the same plan. She edited the narrative in real time while he was still on the phone. I mean, that's the cold part. Calculated, baby. Claressa's something else, right? If this is true. Claressa Shields was in his house, he said, but Pootie, okay? Not stopping by, not dropping something off, but in his house taking showers, moving around. He picked out her bed, y'all. I mean, a bed, that's so intimate. You calling somebody a weirdo and you don't know him, but they done picked out your damn bed where you lay your head? He said, and I quote, I picked out her bed. That's a level of something, a situationship at the very least. He brought her chairs, her furniture, paid for her outfits, dinners. He said she never spent a dime when she was with him, you know? And this isn't just some random weekend we talking that they were together. Somebody connect the dots here. This is the same timeline when Papoose and Claressa were supposedly DMing and trying to figure out their relationship while he's still married on Remy's couch. So Papoose is out here thinking he's building something with this woman, which he shouldn't have even been doing anyway because you still married, sir. And she's at another man's house picking out bedroom furniture, okay? Main character energy, I guess, but not the good kind. So the story goes, she never told Bud she was in a relationship. She said, and this is his version, you guys. She said, I'm entertaining somebody. Entertaining. Y'all know what that means. It means I'm kind of in a quasi relationship. That's it. He said that's all she gave him. So when Remy Ma started dropping the receipts, that's when the pressure came. Claressa had to make a choice. Keep her friendship or their situationship or the whatever ship with Bud, or protect her relationship with Papoose. So she chose Papoose. And I'm going to tell you why I think she did. Because remember, there was all this stuff about, even in the text message exchange, had other women. He's poly. So she said something about, I'm not going to be with them other chicks. So she thought Papoose was the safer choice, that she would be more of a main squeeze, even though she's second to Remy. But, you know, that's why I'm thinking she chose him, because she had more competition with Maserati. Now, this is the part that really got me too. Because look, men and women do have situationships. They overlap. We know the game, but what Claressa did next crossed the line. She didn't just say, I don't know him like that. She didn't just say, we're not together. She called this man a weirdo, a psycho fan. How is he a weirdo and a psycho fan when y'all done broke bread together and you done showered in this man's house? That's crazy. That's some serious lying right there. Maserati Bud said, and I believe him on this part, that if he didn't have those receipts, if he hadn't been recording himself, saving texts, and documenting everything, he would have been destroyed. It was probably something about her energy that made him know he needs to protect himself too. He also talked about, what about the guy sitting in prison right now that didn't get the receipts or record, that didn't protect himself? And that girl sat in front of a camera and lied. And a lot of people believed her because she's the heavyweight champ of the world. Imagine going up against somebody like that with a huge fan base and they just believe them by default. And he's right. And the fact that she went that far, not just to protect herself, but to literally bury this man, says a lot about what she's willing to do to keep that relationship intact. And it says a lot about her character. She threw this man into traffic with no warning while he was literally mid-sentence trying to help her. That's another part. From what he's saying, he was literally trying to just smooth it over. Him and 50, they not really tripping because 50 got too many other big things going on. And she does this to him, but she don't like to lose. And that's the fighter mentality. Bud even said it himself. He said, like, Claressa is competitive in everything. When Remy came for her, it wasn't about the truth anymore. It was about winning. And I even think that this relationship at this point is not even about her being so in love with Papoose, but about her just proving that she's the chosen one and she's trying to beat Remy. That's how I feel. It's just about her winning. And to win, she needed a villain. And Bud became the villain. Now check this out, you guys. Now this is diabolical. She also allegedly asked Bud to send her diss track to 50 Cent, hoping 50 would post it. Like she was trying to use Bud's connection to 50 to boost her own beef. Ain't that crazy? And they're saying that's how 50 even found out they were talking music. Because why would Bud, and he says he never asked 50 to post his stuff, suddenly be asking on her behalf? I mean, the layers, the lies, the deceit is crazy. It goes deep. This woman is something else. And then she goes and makes the diss song. While Bud says, oh, by the way, he wrote music for her too. He wrote a whole hook called Smack. And she didn't want to give him credit for it. Again, a lack of integrity. She took his music, used his connections, chilled at his house, let him pay for everything, and then when the fire came, she used him as the water. That's a cold. She a cold piece of work. Okay? Claressa. And here's what I want to leave you guys with though. Maserati Bud said something that I think everybody needs to hear. Men, women, whoever. Keep your receipts. In 2026, your truth is only as good as your evidence. I mean, and that's across the board. Document everything with these shiesty people. And I think what's wild is he didn't want to go public. I mean, he said he had turned down interviews. He was ready to let it die. But once she posted that partial recording, which was making him look crazy, he was like, it's on and cracking. Now, is Claressa and Papoose's relationship real? He said he doesn't think so. He said he thinks she's in fighter mode, and in her mind, she can't be seen as losing, right? He says that Papoose is like the trophy for her. So she's just going to win by any means necessary. I mean, we don't know if it's love or what's going on, but all we know is that, Papoose, you need to get a divorce, sir. But what is clear is that version Claressa presented to the public, I don't know this man. He's a fan. He's a weirdo. Doesn't match the woman who was in his home in 2024. I mean, those were clearly lies. But anyway, you guys, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about all this that he stirred up. And he did a longer interview, so go check out the whole interview. It's pretty good. But I'll see you on the next video. Bye.